Alright. It's been a minute, but here's a short little update on the, well, I don't know if it's going to be short, but here's an update on the F150. I got the manifolds on. Now it's kind of hard to see the driver's side one, but you can see the turbo manifold over here in the wastegate. Got that on. I got my fuel lines here, Parker 801 hose. I got my turbo feed done. Ran it off the oil pressure sensor. Line the intake back there. I already tested the turbo and clocked it and stuff. I just didn't want to leave it out here because I still got a little bit more stuff to do before I'm going to do my intercooler piping and stuff like that. So put it back inside for now. It's just a standard VS 7875, not a billet one or anything super special. And then in here, sorry it's going to be a little shaky, but I hope it turns out good because the new SJ4000 I just picked up, one of the Wi-Fi ones. Got my tack mounted. I have my shifter bolted down to this ammo box. I'm going to use that as my shifter mount. Real easy. I just got to bolt it down now. I made a little patch out of some old they're running boards off a OBS Ford Ranger. Patch that. I made myself a cluster. It's not super pretty, but it's gonna work. On my boost gauge here, I'm gonna have my air fuel gauge there. This is a Chinese GPS speedo I picked up off of eBay. I think it was like $100. Basically like a Speed Hut copy, kinda. And then I got a legit Speed Hut fuel gauge right there. It'll work with this truck's stock sending unit, so that's nice. Put that back over there. Okay, now take it down, show you underneath all the stuff I got done down here. Yeah, don't mind the rust. She's a little crusty. Okay, so I got a cat filter. And there's my fuel lines. I got the 450 in the tank. There is the Turbo 400. I think this was a Mazda 5-speed adapter. It's real crude and ugly, but it'll work fine, so I don't care. And there's the trans cooler. Also more 801 hose for that. That's all hooked up. So it's coming along. I got a 6.5 crossover sitting down here. I was going to see if that would work so I wouldn't have to weld the one I got together, but looks like I'm going to have to weld the Fowler Speed Performance, I think is the company name he goes by. I got to weld that one up together. So it shouldn't be too bad. I just got to get around to doing it. But progress on this is going to come to a standstill for, I don't know, a month. Well, not a month. A week or two probably, because I have this car to run. Doing the local tough truck and car competition again this year, like I have previous years. So that'll put this other truck on a standstill for a bit. But it's coming along. I didn't get shit done over winter time at all. I didn't do anything to it, but so far it's been coming along alright. I mean, I got my wiring for my fuel pump here. That's all wired and everything too. I had all the wiring done before I stuck the tank back in. I just pulled all the wiring off because I was trying to put a little bit of gas in it to test which fuel line was my feed, because I didn't pay attention when I put it up in there. So I jumped that relay with this car's battery to turn it on and stuff, because this truck's battery's been sitting here for so long it's dead as hell. But I figured that out, and so now I got this bread tie on it, so that tells me, you know, that's my feed. So now I can put that feed back. I need to go inside and get my micro squirt and lay that in, hook it all up. Oh, I forgot this. I don't know if you can see it. I really don't have any light out here. I apologize, but I spaced the fuel rail. It's got a Simondeca 80-pound injectors in it now. I tried decapping stock GM ones that came out, I had the ones out of this, and then I had a whole nother set out of a junkyard truck. And I don't know if it was the way they tested them or what, but they all came back bad, like less than 50 cc's. Well, I take that back. I think 3 or 4 of them were above 50 cc's, but they were only like 53, 54 cc's, and the rest were all below 50. So I'm assuming they got tested wrong by the local guy, but I figured instead of sending them to Eric Durr and waste more money on these used injectors that could potentially be bad, I went and just bought a brand new set of Decas. So I don't know if it was the right decision. I don't know if it'll be better. I don't know if it'll be worse, but that's what I have now. So I'm going to be running those. They're in, ready to go. I just got to still button up some more stuff. It's just getting all this little stuff done. So it shouldn't be too much longer. I want to have it running next month is what I'm really shooting for, but as you can see, my progress isn't very fast at all, so we'll see. If it doesn't get done by next month, I'd like to at least have it running this year. That's my goal. So yep. So there's a short little update. I don't really know of anything else I've done that I can think of off the top of my head. So yeah, I gotta adapt my radiator hoses still too. The truck is one's 1.5, I think, and one's 1 3/8. I gotta adapt those to my radiator. That's 1 3/4. So I want to keep the stock Ford radiator. It fits in here perfect, and you know it was meant to be, so I don't have to modify anything. So at least that aspect will be nice. I mean, I could use the stock hoses with the Chevy one, but then I got to make new brackets to mount the radiator, and so I'd rather just adapt the hose to some exhaust piping or something. I just got to figure it out. What I want to do there. Got all my plugs in it, and I put the BR7EFs, I think is what they were. Or here's the box. They're NGK BR7EFs right there. So those should be good. They're already all gapped, how they should be. I mean, it's all just little stuff. I gotta still buy some vacuum check valves too for my trans, because I'm running the vacuum thing on the side of the trans and it doesn't like thing boost, it won't shift. So I gotta do that. But I got at least all the big parts done, big stuff bought too. I mean, it's all just little stuff. I just work on it every now and then, usually an hour or two every night. Just get me a little bit further along. So yeah, here it sits. This became kind of a shelf too. There's some heat shields I ripped out from under it. But let's see, do I got anything else I need to show at all? I got some bus bars and some other little wiring things too, because I'm going to take and run. Either I'm going to tap into the switch harness here to figure out where illumination power is and normal power and ground out of these, or I'm going to tap into it out of the old cluster stuff, and I'm going to put a bus bar then in there to run, you know, the illumination power, the ground, and then the legit key on power. And I'll just mount, you know, like a bus bar here, here, and over here, something. I'll figure it out. I got the bus bars. I bought 2 of them. They have 10 spots, so I'm gonna cut them both in half. So then I have 4 with 5 spots. Should work pretty nice. I remember when I first got the truck, the radio didn't work, so I hope I don't have to rewire that. But if I do, it's not a big deal. I'll probably end up just buying a brand new head unit. Got my airbags out. Use some wood screws to hold that shut. Doesn't look too bad. I need to get a new steering wheel still. This thing's really crappy. I went to the junkyard the other day and tried to pull one, but I didn't have the right type of puller to pull a wheel. So that didn't happen. I want to do a quick release. Never done a quick release. I don't know how much effort that takes to put a quick release in something like this. You always see them in Miatas and stuff, but I don't know if American stuff's any different from that, so at least I don't have to worry about locks and windows because it's all manual stuff in this truck. So, yeah. This is a real rambling video. I didn't really know a whole lot to say. Just kind of went for it. I wanted to test out my new camera. Hopefully this turns out alright. So, yeah. If I get more done, I'll make another update video. So for now, that's probably it.